Hi, Angie. So how can I help you with the exam? It's tomorrow, right? Oh, it's tonight. Okay. Well, there's probably at least two ways we use the word contingency. One is going to be in a contract where the contract is binding, but it would provide almost always the buyer an ability to back out if the contingency is not satisfied. For instance, like a home inspection. It would depend upon how the home inspection contingency language is worded, but it's usually worded in a way that it would be at the buyer's sole discretion. So if they don't like the home inspection, they can back out. Your debt to income ratio is something the lender is going to look at to make sure that you're not over leveraged. In other words, that you're not carrying too much debt. So for instance, if you are in the housing market, you probably don't want to go out and borrow money for a car, because that will show up on your credit report, and that might result in an unfavorable or too high of a debt to income ratio. The lender's going to look at your debt to income ratio and they're going to say, whoa, this person already owes too much money, and they're not going to give you the loan. Or they'll give it to you, but they won't allow you to borrow as much because they're going to factor that car payment as part of your monthly payment. And they're going to say, well, we would have given you a mortgage that would have been a $2,000 a month mortgage, but now that you have a $300 car payment, we're only going to give you a $1,700 mortgage. So it's going to cut into your buying power. Of course, you don't want that. Rescission is the right to cancel, and it usually comes from the buyer. And you see this a lot in home improvement projects and that type of thing, where someone goes over and signs up for vinyl siding, and then they cancel it within the next 3 business days. That's called rescission. It's the ability of the buyer to cancel. Buyer beware. That's just the overall concept that the buyer needs to check these things out before they buy it. And once they buy it, and once the rescission period has expired, if there is a rescission period, then it's too late. Remember, there is no rescission period. This is a really good test question. There is no rescission of a first mortgage. So if you go buy your house tomorrow and then wake up Friday morning and want to cancel your mortgage contract, you cannot do that. Rescission does not apply to a first mortgage. Classic test question. RESPA and TIL are laws relative to closing the transaction. Antitrust is about how the marketplace works as a whole, and whether or not it's in fact a free marketplace, or are people colluding to limit consumer choice. No, the landlord keeps the last month rent because that goes towards the last month of the tenancy. They have to return the security deposit to the tenant with interest, assuming the property was returned to the landlord in substantially the same shape as it was originally. Well, I'm gonna wish you good luck tonight. Take all the time that they give you, read all the questions slowly, and give yourself time to go back to the questions you had difficulty with. And good luck. Go get them.
Okay.
Good night. So her exam is in like 2 or 3 hours. It's 4 o'clock now. Her exam's coming up tonight. I think she must be taking it online, and I hope she does well.